Once upon a time, in a beautiful and small town in Thailand, there lived a person named Aryan. Aryan had a very honest personality and treated everyone equally. Aryan felt that everyone was his friend and he believed anyone's words easily, and he was very happy about this because he thought to himself that he had many friends and could do many activities and things. But he never thought that maybe what they say to him is wrong or lies. Because he had a pure and gullible heart, he believed everyone's words easily. This process continued until he was hit by some people whose words he simply believed. And after being hit several times, he began to think to himself that he was a fool to simply follow everyone's words, believed and never doubted what others said. This incident was unpleasant for him and he was thinking of a solution. Also, his mental concern was how to trust people or whom not to trust. And sometimes he comes to the conclusion that everyone is the same and will hurt him. Why? Because the blows that were inflicted on him caused him great discomfort. He wanted to stop believing and not trusting anyone easily. He was thinking of changing his morals and behavior. His mind was heavily involved in this incident. One day, Aryan was walking in the streets of the city with one of his friends. His friend was talking about a teacher who easily answers all people's questions and concerns. A spark was struck in Aryan's mind to share this mental concern with the teacher his friend was talking about. He should tell the professor about the transformation he wants to create in himself. Maybe he can guide him better in this direction. After that day passed, Aryan decided to go to that professor alone. When he reached the desired place, he saw a teacher sitting and answering the questions of those who came to him. He approached and sat in the crowd and listened to the questions and answers. Since Aryan wanted to ask his question to the teacher alone, he waited until conditions were created so that he could approach the teacher and ask his question. After a period of time, the people who had answered their questions left. Finally, it was time for Arya to ask the teacher his question. The teacher and explained the situation completely to the teacher. After hearing his words, the teacher told him never to forget three people in your life. First, people who create difficult conditions for you. There are many people of this type in your lives. They are the type of the people who even though you try to help them without expecting and benefit. They harm you because they always involve you in events that sometimes some of those are the unwanted events that we get involved in, like a big boulder that stops you. It's better to avoid these people as much as you can and even try to eliminate them from your life because it is in your best interest. Second, people who leave you in difficult situations. This category of people are those who know about the circumstances and events that have happened to you, but they do not care. And when you are involved in a difficult situation, they do not take care of you. And when your circumstances and conflicts end, they appear again. Will be your friends whose presence in your life is of no importance. This group of people can be worse than the first group of people because you had trust them to help you in difficult situations so that you could rely on them if sometimes happen to you. And this expectation of you from them will cause you to be hit harder. Enter. Stay away from this group of people as much as you can, and even if they pretend to be friends with you or sympathize with you after a difficult situation. It's better to remind yourself that they left you in a difficult situation. If you are in a difficult situation, it was difficult for you to be with them. Remove this group of people from your life unconditionally and at the same moment which makes you comfortable. Third, there are those who do not leave you in difficult situations. The best people are definitely of this category because when a difficult event or situation happens to you that you are deeply involved in, they come to your aid without you saying anything, and even very accidentally, you meet people from whom you do not expect anything, but they do their best. They do save you from that difficult situation. They can make you progress in your life. These people are very rare. These people are people who have a big heart. It's better if you can hang out with them and talk to them. They can share good experiences with you. Now, my son Aryan always tests the people around you for the conditions because these are the conditions that make the behavior of many people visible. Normally, we can all be very wonderful and kind people, but when circumstances and events happen to us or any other person, that's when we realize how much time we spend with worthless people. People say a lot of nice words, but they don't perform well with their words. Different situations in life make you know better what kind of person you have been in a relationship with. So always be careful with whom you hang out and talk. Not everyone is worth being friends with, and always remember that someone who has a bad nature will remain 100% bad and will never change. His words may change, but there will be no change in his thoughts. Never, never, never seek to change anyone because everyone has set their own path with their own thoughts. Aryan thanked the master of his guidance and returned home. He was also deep in thought on the way back and reviewed the master's words in his mind. He made his decision not to easily believe the words of others and every new person, or test your friends in a way to see if they are worth being friends with. It's right to be able to evaluate people in relation to the different situations they create for him and also their relations reactions to the situations that arise. After some time, Aryan gained new experiences regarding the people around him and acted according to the master's instructions. And after that, better conditions were created for him in terms of spirit and other matters. Anyway, he was happy with these new experiences. Aryan learned a great lesson from our story. Now, after watching the video until the end, have you ever thought about these three categories of people or not?